Alright guys, today we're going to be making my always soft cinnamon roll. Go ahead and grab your bowl and then add your flour, sugar, yeast, and salt. Give that mixture a quick mix, and then we're going to move on to the wet ingredients. In a medium bowl with some milk, we're going to add some butter. Of course, make sure you keep the milk in the bowl, so clean up your mess. After you microwave the milk to melt said butter, add some oil and vanilla. Give everything a quick stir, and then we're going to add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. Crack it into hen fruit, and then add your water. Mix everything together. I do kind of like to do a little folding action as well, just to kind of get everything in there. But then turn the dough out on your silicone mat and start kneading. Of course, feel free to use a stand mixer if you like it. That would make your job a lot easier. But I do want to show everybody that you can do this without any sort of mixers or utensils. Essentially, what we're doing here is relying more on the gluten structure rather than add extra flour for structure to the dough. This, along with this dough's high fat content, will allow the cinnamon rolls to stay soft and pliable even when they're cold. This is one of those doughs that is kind of a trial to make, but it is worth it in the end. I mean, it's going to seem like it's never going to come together, but it'll eventually come together. Just keep working it. One thing about this dough, I think that's arguably good or bad, is that you're going to definitely get a workout while doing this, you know? Like you're going to burn so many calories wrestling with this dough and gain them right back after eating the dough. All right, now once the dough has come together and is elastic, you can go ahead and form it into a ball and then toss it in a greased bowl, and we'll go ahead and let this rest for about an hour until double in size. Alright, once the dough is risen, go ahead and punch it down. Since this dough yields 2 trays of cinnamon rolls, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. I'm doing it here by weight, but you can feel free to eyeball it if you like. After all, it's up to you if you like one ball bigger than the other. In fact, that's some people's life. I digress. Take one half of your dough and you're going to roll it out into a large rectangle. Once your dough is rolled out evenly, then go ahead and grab your brown sugar and your cinnamon, and then you're just going to mix them both together. And I do mean mix. No one wants a mouthful of cinnamon. Well, unless you're doing that cinnamon challenge that was floating around the interwebs, and that I may or may not have participated in. Of course, we have to add some salt just to bring out the flavor of that sugar. Make sure the salt is thoroughly mixed in, and then that's our sugar mixture. I am going to go ahead and cut this in half because this is enough for both of the cinnamon roll doughs. Next, you want to grab some softened butter, and then we're going to just do it piecewise and just spread it all over the dough. I know I'm holding 1 stick of butter here, but I'm really only going to use half of a stick per each dough, which comes out to be 1/4 of a cup per each dough. Make sure every part is coated because the butter is going to serve as the glue for the brown sugar mixture. I know some might say that's not enough butter. I mean, once you pass the dough itself, anything else is kind of a choose your own adventure type of thing. So feel free to tweak this as you like. All right, now take half of your brown sugar mixture. We're just going to thoroughly sprinkle this all over the dough, making sure I'm getting the entire surface covered. I'm going to use the entire cup also because this has been split in half for both doughs. Now that the dough is thoroughly covered, we're going to go ahead and start rolling the cinnamon rolls. I like to start out with a pretty tight roll. That way they don't come undone as much in the second proofing. All right, now just keep rolling that up, and then we're going to pinch the edges. Now that we got the cinnamon rolls well rolled, you're going to go ahead and grab your string, and then you're going to go ahead and start mapping out how we're going to cut the cinnamon rolls. You're going to start in the middle, then bisect the 2 halves into 4s, and then up to 8. And that will yield you 8 cinnamon rolls. Of course, the full recipe yields 16 rolls. To actually cut the cinnamon rolls, you're going to place the string up under the cinnamon roll, right up under the line that you made. You're going to cross both ends of the string, and you're going to pull tight, and that's going to cut the cinnamon rolls. Here I'm going to do it again. You're going to, again, like I said, place the string up under the cinnamon rolls right at the line. You're going to cross both ends of that string, and you're going to pull tight. I think I better try another angle. That way you can see exactly what I'm doing. And you can see I'm pulling tight right here. And there you go, a nice cut cinnamon roll. All right, now go ahead and continue this until all your cinnamon rolls are cut, which should only be a second. Any longer, and I might think you like to cut things. All right, my friends, now that we have the cinnamon rolls on the cookie sheet, we're going to go ahead and cover them and then let them proof until double in size, which should be about another hour. Now that our cinnamon rolls are proofed, we're going to go ahead and bake them on 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're golden. Look how beautiful they turned out. And of course, I'm going to ice the cinnamon rolls. Here I'm doing a basic cinnamon roll icing, but you can use buttercream if you like as well. I'm not really going to go into how to make this icing here, but if you'd like to know, I will add it in the description, and I can also make a video for it if you like. Just let me know if you want to see that. And there we have it. These cinnamon rolls bake up so big, buttery, and soft, and they will remain soft even once they're cold. I find that they're perfect with a nice cup of black coffee. They're simply delicious. If you decide to make them, be sure to tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see how they turn out for you. You guys have a great one and happy baking.